Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. Hey, my buddy Tom, my friend and neighbor Tom just left. Let me show you what happened to his bike. Okay, so for some of you that are longtime viewers of the channel, you may actually recognize that color right there. Yeah, so he was riding with his wife and this fell off. Yep, this is the kickstand off of the Zora Master. Yeah, so a concern that I had all along is that bike is heavy, and after you put the baskets on it that comes with it, it's just a real heavy bike. And I never liked how this kickstand worked because it just seemed like it was too weak, and the bike was just so heavy trying to get it up and off of this kickstand, and that was without putting any cargo on it, and it's a cargo bike. So lesson learned here. If you're taking, if you're thinking about buying a cargo bike or something, you're gonna actually use it for cargo, pay attention to the kickstand and how it's mounted. Now you would look at this and say, oh yeah, that looks like it's mounted pretty good, right? I mean, it's bolted on to the metal frame, and then the metal frame is welded onto the sides of the bike, but it's weakened over time and it just snapped off. But guys, this happened while he was riding it. So this thing snapped off, and guess what happened? This kicked up and it got stuck. Here, I'm gonna use another bike here as an example. I'll use the Hanovere as an example. So it mounts, it's kind of on the frame, like down in this position, right? And it came off, and the best we can tell, best he is aware, when it kicked off, it came up and it got wedged somehow between the tire and the fender, and it stopped him dead in the tracks, and it threw him off his bike. Yeah, luckily he said he was riding on the sidewalk next to the grassy area, and so when it kicked him off, he ended up in the grass, so he didn't get hurt. But that's a serious problem. I don't have another cargo bike to show you what they typically look like. Let's see, do I have anything that might work? No, I guess not. Just looking. I don't have anything that's kind of designed that way. Here, I'll use this one as an example. So I mean, you see how this crossbar is right here, between the frame, and that's all it was. This was just kind of between the frame, so it's welded on this part of the frame and welded on the part that's over there, and that's all it is. But over time, rocking the bike on and off, trying to lift it up and hold the weight and get it on and off this kickstand, weakened it. And it came off riding down the road. Yeah, good thing it didn't get hurt. This bike isn't even a year old, so really kind of stinks. I mean, it's aluminum, and aluminum isn't the strongest, and these weld joints certainly weren't very strong. So that sucks. I mean, I'm just glad he didn't get hurt. So now we're going to look for a regular kickstand, because again, if you've been on my channel a while, you'll know that usually when I get a cargo style bike, one of the first things I'll do is I'll get a kickstand and mount it. Because almost all cargo bikes, when they have the A-frame kickstand mounted right here, they'll have a mounting point right back somewhere in the frame. And I always put a regular kickstand on. It's just easier than getting it on and off, that A-frame all the time. Especially here in the garage when I'm constantly shuffling bikes around, right? I don't want to be lifting it up and rocking it off that A-frame. So I'll stick it on like that. And I had one on his bike, but I don't remember at the time when I sold it to him. I think he requested that it come off because he wanted the A-frame, because he does put stuff on his bike. And so I don't know if I took it off or he took it off. I was just looking for him if I could find it. I don't think I have it. So we're gonna get him another one, just a regular one. And he's just gonna deal with that because no way to fix that other one. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But hey, just wanted to point that out to you. Be aware when you're buying cargo bikes, because I've talked about it before in some of the other cargo bike videos. That's just one of my concerns, is trying to get it on and off. Imagine you have kids on the back of your bike, right? Because you're hauling kids around. And then you're trying to get that bike on and off that A-frame, the A-frame kickstand. Just kind of dangerous and heavy, and so they got to be well built. And a lot of these bikes, unfortunately, they're not built strong enough. They're just not. So let me down below if you have a cargo style bike, if you experience that problem, And yeah, I'd be curious to know who else may be having those types of problems. No matter what model or brand bike you have, let me know down below. That's it for this short video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly and ride safe.